Well, it's finally happening. BTS, the biggest idol group in Korean music history, is finally making a comeback. After being away for nearly 4 years because of South Korea's mandatory male military service, the members have reunited and the world is watching their highly anticipated comeback. To mark the occasion, it was announced that they would perform their official comeback album, Arirang, in a very special place. Not just figuratively, but quite literally as well. Too much international buzz, Gwanghwamun Square was marked as the location for a meaningful and long-awaited free concert. On surface level, it may not seem to be such a special decision, but if you look at Gwanghwamun through a historical lens, you will be surprised to learn just how meaningful it truly is. So today, let's answer the question, why did BTS choose Gwanghwamun for their comeback? Gwanghwamun is one of the most popular tourist attractions in South Korea. It serves as the south gate and main entrance to Gyeongbokgung, the former royal palace of the Joseon dynasty. The area in front of the gate is known as Gwanghwamun Plaza, and it serves as the heart of Korea to this very day, with the area containing several large international business headquarters, large foreign embassies, shopping districts, museums, media corporations, and many government offices. Located at the center of the plaza is a large event space that is used for official events. If you look at Gwanghwamun from this perspective, it may not seem like anything special in terms of a venue for a concert. If that's the case, why did BTS's management company Big Hit Music decide to hold it in Gwanghwamun instead of one of the various enormous concert venues in Seoul? After all, places like the Olympic Stadium, Gocheok Sky Dome, or the World Cup Stadium can accommodate thousands upon thousands of people with ample viewing opportunities, while Gwanghwamun Plaza is completely flat. The reason for this choice is, of course, not known to the public, but one can make a decent assumption based on the importance of Gwanghwamun both historically and in the modern day. As mentioned, Gwanghwamun serves as the south gate of Gyeongbokgung, the former royal palace. It was the governmental, spiritual, and symbolic heart of Joseon. Its importance stemmed from its status as the official residence of the king, as well as the offices of higher-level government officials. Coronations and state ceremonies were held there. Important historical government decisions were made there. The Korean language, Hangul, was made there, among many other things. During the Japanese colonization, Gyeongbokgung was nearly razed to the ground in an effort to erase Korean identity. In its place, the actual southern gate of Gwanghwamun was dismantled and moved, while the enormous Government General of Chosen building was built to cover up the remaining buildings of Gyeongbokgung from view. This symbol of oppression lasted until the 1990s, when it was dismantled and Gyeongbokgung started restoration efforts. Gwanghwamun was moved back and has stood as a symbol of resistance and pride for the Korean people ever since. In the modern day, BTS is one of the crown jewels of Korean culture that helps spread Korean culture and music around the world, and them choosing to perform in front of Gwanghwamun is symbolic in so many ways, not only showing the world that Korea is resilient, but that historical culture is to be honored and celebrated as part of a nation's cultural identity. With their massive popularity and platform, BTS performing at Gwanghwamun can be seen as a way to promote not only K-pop but Korean culture and history as well. So important is this comeback concert that the actual Gyeongbokgung Palace will be closed for the day, something that is very rare and usually reserved for state ceremonies or high-level diplomatic visits. Now, what about Gwanghwamun Plaza, which is the long stretch of land in front of the palace and the main gate? During the Joseon dynasty, this area was known as Yukjogori, or the Street of Six Ministries. Historically, this road was hugged by the offices of the six ministers to the king, and it served a very important purpose. Royal processions would take place here, with thousands of people lining the streets to pay respect and catch a glimpse of the king. Official decrees and announcements would be made here as well, as it served as a gathering place for the people of Joseon to be informed of the latest political news. While obviously not royalty, BTS is perhaps the largest contributor to the spread of Korean popular culture, and a free concert being held here for what is expected to be 260,000 people mirrors the crowds that would gather in this area over 100 years ago. Whether it was intentional or not, it is an interesting historical parallel that shows just how popular BTS truly is. The statues of some of Korea's most famous people throughout history are also standing watchfully nearby. The famous statue of King Sejong, the creator of Hangul, as well as the statue of Admiral Lee Sun-shin, the Joseon general who helped defeat the Japanese in the Imjin War, with his famous turtle boats, are perhaps the most famous statues in the entire country. While obviously not as influential as these major historical figures, BTS is doing their part to promote the culture that these monumental men created and defended, as BTS is known to include Hangul and many traditional Korean elements in their music and artistry. Also located in Gwanghwamun Plaza are many foreign embassies, including those of the United States, Japan, Brazil, Mexico, Poland, Ireland, and the Taiwan Taipei Mission in Korea. BTS is of course a globally recognized K-pop group, the first of its kind. While not all embassies are located here, there is a noticeable symbolism by performing in an area that represents global ties to modern-day Korea on the largest global streaming network, Netflix. In more recent memory, the plaza served as the viewing area for the 2002 World Cup. If you lived in Korea at that time, there is no doubt that you would remember this. During the Korea vs. Italy match, hundreds of thousands of people gathered here to watch the game on giant screens displayed all over the plaza. This was only exemplified during the semi-final qualifier match between Korea and Spain. Korean citizens came to support the Red Devils with red shirts and red attire, creating a spectacle of about 1 million people gathered around the plaza and surrounding City Hall areas. This event and the Korean team's victory became the largest celebratory gathering event in the history of Korea. This should put into context just how influential BTS has become, to not only hold such a concert here, but also to pull massive crowds that can fill these streets with support. Whether you are a fan of BTS or not, it is impossible to ignore the influence they have in promoting Korean culture. Despite years away from the entertainment scene, they have returned with a new album and decided to perform it in one of the most important places in the entire country. Gwanghwamun has been an area of ceremony, protest, celebration, and mourning, but its importance cannot be overstated. From being the main entrance to the Korean royal palace, a gathering ground for the processions of the king, a space to get news regarding the Joseon dynasty, a place for mass peaceful protest, and a place for people to gather and cheer on Korea. BTS has become another chapter in the long history of Gwanghwamun, the heart of the nation. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more videos just like this.